Welcome back to the broadcast. Well, you have seen her on your TV screens for years, starring as one of the beloved siblings on Sisters. Oh, it was one of my favorite shows. And currently as Molly's crazy mother on CB's Mike and Molly, but CW's Mike and Molly, rather. But now actress Swoosie Kurtz is sharing more about her life in a new memoir called Part Swan, Part Goose. Please welcome Miss Swoosie Kurtz. Hello.
Well, thank you for that lovely intro, Lisa.
Very nice to talk.
It's great to be here.
Yes, great to speak with you this morning. I do remember you from Sisters. I have to tell you, I was watching an episode of Sisters when I was in labor with my second son. And honestly, yes. And I was so focused on the episode that I wasn't really feeling the labor pain. So it was fantastic. I have you to thank for that.
Oh, I am so glad that we were able to take her out of yourself for a moment.
Yes, you were part of that big moment. So tell me about this book. Is this your first book?
This is my first book. I always like to say it's only volume 1. We hope. But yeah, I really wrote it as a love letter to my parents. It's all about my life and my career, but I just had these two extraordinary people who were my parents, and I really wanted to share that with the world.
That is such a lovely thing to say. I think a lot of people can't say that about their parents. So what was it about your upbringing that, that made such a wonderful impact on you?
Well, first of all, just to the world, there were really two icons of the greatest generation. I mean, my dad was the most decorated Air Force pilot of World War II, and he was on 3 Olympic diving teams. My mother wrote this book that was published in 1945 about having him away at war all the time, not knowing whether he was dead or alive. But just as people, they were so amazing. I was an only child, so I was the sole beneficiary of this incredible love. They tried and tried for years to have a baby, so that when I finally came along, I was really a wanted child. And they were right every day of my life, up until the point when the tables turned and they needed me, were always there for me in every way.
Now, how was that moment when the tables turned and you were then caring for them?
Well, you know, you don't see it coming, you don't think about it. At least back then we didn't so much think about it. And you don't see it coming, and it happens gradually. In this case, it happened a little faster with my father. But he died in 1996, but now my 98-and-a-half-year-old mother, Margot, lives with me to this day, and my choice, because we have just always been joined at the heart, and she's, you know, always been my best pal. So it's been an amazing 7-year journey of caring for her.
That is so wonderful.
And I just hope that this book will sort of be a lighthouse of sorts to people out there who are going through the same thing.
Now, your parents were together for a very long time. If you had to, and this is a difficult question, but if you had to pick maybe one thing that you watched throughout their relationship that you could give advice to other married people, what did you learn from them?
Oh, that's a great question. I learned that they would always understand the other person. They could get furious, they could fight, they could have huge disagreements, you know, all of those human things that we all have, resentments and so forth. But at the end of the day, literally and metaphorically, they were always like, I understand, and I love you so much that none of that matters. It was a true love story, a true love affair between the two of them.
Oh my gosh, well, I feel like maybe your next book needs to be a novel about their love story.
Maybe that's a good idea. Thank you for that idea.
Sure.
I'm working on it.
So tell me more about this book, though, about some of the things that you'd like for people to walk away with after they read this.
Well, I hope that they will laugh a lot and cry a lot. And take the ride with me, because it's been a real roller coaster ride. And when you read the book, you will be on the ride. You won't just be hearing me tell about it. Because first of all, my life as a child was so unique, being brought up by these two people. And then going into this crazy business of acting and finding this thing in myself that I wanted to do, and having a very, very tough time getting started, getting rolling. It's still tough. I'm still waiting for my big break. But, yeah, I know. But it just, you know, an amazing journey of knowing that ultimately things do work out. It may not appear to you that way at the time. Say, damn it, why didn't I get that? Why didn't that happen? And then you see kind of why. Because somebody had a bigger plan.
Yes, and that is always the case. But I love that this book is one of those that will make us remember that and kind of embrace that. And you have such a phenomenal story and such a great spirit about you. So when you're back in Dallas, would you come see us, please?
I will, and thank you so much for saying that. I would love to. I've done a couple of movies in Dallas. I love it.
Ah, there you go. Okay, well, we'll see you when you're back here, and congratulations on the book.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
You can pick up a copy of Swoosie's book wherever you buy your favorite reads. It's a good one. Coming up next, we are headed over to the Broadcast Music Cafe to catch a tune from a group called the O's. Find out where you can see them live this weekend when we come back.